But yeah, I got my license without passing the practical test. It feels weird to be on camera and in my car, but I've decided to show my face a bit more in my videos, so that's me doing that. Hi. I'm gonna be talking today about driving in London and in UK in general, and there is a lot to talk about, starting from passing the tests and transferring our Israeli license to UK license, and in general getting used to driving on the wrong side of the road and not feeling the dimensions of our car and feeling confused about some new rules. It takes some time to adjust. I cannot say it's over for us, but it feels better already. So I want to share some of that with you. So keep watching. If you have an Israeli license, you can drive here for up to a year. But after that, you must have a UK license. So you need to start the process early. After 6 months, you can already book your theory test. I studied with the official DVLA app. It costs just a few pounds, but worth it. I aced the test, 50 out of 50. Honestly, I was nervous. It's been years since I had to pass an exam, so maybe I overdid it. You can see here how the app works. There is some study material, and then you have practice tests appearing in the same way you will see them in your actual tests, like you need to choose multiple choice. Yeah, and that one was correct. And then there are some hazard perception tests, which were new for us. We didn't have those in Israel, I didn't have those in Ukraine when I passed my tests there. I think it's something unique for UK. This is one of the examples for hazard perception test. In the app, I think it's AI generated, but it looks pretty much real. In actual test, it was more cartoon-like, and you need to click here on the obstacles the second they become danger. During the test, there were some weird clips with cats falling from the trees, some tractors, sheep, horse. It's like you need to be very concentrated and you need to understand this. It's kind of a game. You need to know when to click. Even when you see it too early is not good as well, because then it might not be an obstacle yet. So when we were studying for this, we were driving around and just naming everything we see around, people, everyone, every car passing, like hazard, hazard, hazard. It affected us a lot. Also, one more thing I wanted to tell you about, one more story, and it's directly connected to this video, is how I got my UK license. After I passed the theory test, I already booked my practical test. It was supposed to be in the beginning of September. I was waiting for it. I was getting ready to it. I was watching the videos from the area. I was supposed to take my practical test on. I was talking to people. I was getting nervous about it. And then I just talked to a Ukrainian girl who works with me in my team. And she just mentioned that the Ukrainians who have a Ukrainian license can just exchange it to UK license. And in the beginning I was like, oh, you're lucky. I wish I could do that. Like, it's not fair. Though I was happy for her, but all this process was kind of tiring and stressful, and I just wanted a shortcut at a certain point. one day it just clicked. And I remembered that when I was 18 and before I left to Israel, I got my Ukrainian driver's license in Ukraine in 1999. So I was like, maybe I can try and exchange that. So I took my Ukrainian license, I translated my documents, and I sent it all to DVLA with this certain form I had to fill. After a week, I got my UK license back in mail, so I didn't have to do my theory test even, if had I known that before. But yeah, I got my license without passing the practical test, and it felt like kind of a gift. After you pass theory, you can book practical test. The hard part, getting a slot. New ones open Monday mornings at 6 a.m., but usually 4 months ahead. Some instructors resell closed dates for about £100. We didn't like the idea, so Misha booked a test in a remote town 2 hours away, but available next month. Also, one more important thing, if you take the test in your own car, you can do it here, you need a learner L sign and an extra mirror for the examiner. We ordered a set on Amazon, but Misha's fell off right before his test, so he had to drive around looking for a replacement. Very stressful. So if you get that, better test it out before you actually drive to your test. Misha ended up passing his practical test from the first try. He got some warnings during the test, but none of them were critical, so he got his license as well. And that's our story. I can say that driving sometimes still stresses me out, especially if it's inside a city with those narrow roads with cars parked on one side and the lane of cars coming towards you and you need to squeeze. And I did bump someone's mirror once. And Misha did have some accident also with the mirror in our Scotland trip. So it's not very smooth, but there is a learning curve, but it gets better. So let me know in the comments if you're planning to drive here and what part of those processes worries you the most.